Hey everybody, this is Ralphy Draws, and for tonight, I've decided to start my first day of my weekly challenge for myself to draw using oil pastels. And for tonight, I'm gonna draw a cupcake. Guess the flavor, everybody, if for those of you who are gonna watch me draw. Well, let's get started with the first masterpiece for tonight, using oil pastels. So I'm going to be using these, my CrayPas Junior Artist Tool and Quality Oil Pastels, for me to be able to draw the cupcake that I'm going to draw tonight. Well, let's begin drawing. And it all starts with a lovely Mungo pencil. This time my voice is going to be a bit relaxing as I entertain you all as I draw. You are not alone. Oh, I am here with you. Though you're far away. Let's draw the frosting part of the cupcake. Let's draw first the shell, or I mean the paper cup for our cupcake. Anyways, this is my tribute to back to school. Bosomizu, hello and good day to you. Welcome to my live stream. Well, thanks. So this is my tribute to the back to school. Anyways, it's back to school season here in the Philippines, and as the learners, as a simple tribute to the learners, I've decided to use one of the most common art materials that every teacher highly recommend their learners to have. Definitely oil pastels. So tonight, again, let me repeat. So tonight, I'm drawing a cupcake. I grew up eating a lot of cupcakes, but this particular flavor is the one that will always ring a bell to me. Can anyone guess the flavor? It's usually sold in the canteens, and every time I would go home from school, I'd always buy this at the bake shop. Oil pastels are very fun. Yeah, Bosomizu, yeah, definitely. It's always fun. And for the dome, for this part, I'm gonna be using some tape, the round part of the tape, for me to draw the very top part of the cupcake. Let me raise the paper for a bit. So it's gonna be a still life cupcake. I just hope somebody here can guess what's the flavor of that cupcake that I grew up eating with. Oil pastels are very fun indeed, Bosomizu, and indeed, but most especially, it's really messy. I really loved, when I was a kid, I do love to work with oil pastels as they are messy, but on the other hand, it's gonna make my hands ache. Owie. Okay, we've already drawn the cupcake. And now for my favorite part. The cupcake wouldn't be complete without frosting. Ooh. Most kids love messy. Indeed, Boss Mizu. I had to admit, when I was a kid, I was really, really, really messy. But I was able to overcome that, though. Well, here's the finished cupcake. There, cupcakes. And now for the flavor reveal. Definitely, I won't miss the cherry on top of the cupcake. Where is that tool? Starry Night Roblox. Hi, hello, welcome to the live stream. There. Passion fruit flavor? No, that's a good guess, Boss Mizu, but well, it's not passion fruit. It's something that I love to that I grew up eating with. And it's really, 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 really tasty. No, not a cherry on top of this cupcake. I'm stuck in a cupcake. Well, definitely, I finally found what's the best. You are not alone. Chocolate? Boss Mizu, you got it right. A chocolate cake. Oh, I've always loved eating chocolate cupcakes as a kid. Okay, now to complete the frosting. Well, anyways, Boss Mizu's finally able to guess the flavor of the cupcake. Indeed, it's a chocolate cupcake. Alright, I still have my oil pastels with me. And now it's time for me to start. So for the base. Alright. Okay, so I also have with me some Casimir rubbing tools for me to blend instead of my fingers, so that it won't hurt anymore. So, special shout out to BMD Portraits. Kuya BMD, maraming salamat po talaga sa inyong pagrekomenda sa akin na bumili ng Casimir rubbing tool. Okay, let's start. Okay, so we have the chocolate. First, we need to color the sponge. My, I do love cupcakes. I love cupcakes. And let's use our rubbing tool. Marshmallows here, oranges late, dude, I'm stuck in a cupcake. Okay, we also want it a bit earthy. All right, just a bit of layers. We want this chocolate cupcake to be frosty and yummy. All right. And sprinkles? Well, this is a chocolate cupcake blossoms, so I think I'm not gonna put yes, chocolate sprinkles, yeah. It's gonna have tons of chocolate sprinkles and chocolate chips. Oh, all those flavors I grew up eating. And I'm very glad that I was able to buy this rubbing tool so my hands won't hurt already. Just like, dude, I'm stuck in a cupcake. And then, now for the layers. Now for the other parts of the cupcake. For the cupcake. Now for the other parts of the cupcake. Now let's sprinkle on the frosting. We can start with the frosting on the cupcake. Eyes for the icing on the cake is sweet, the sugar cake. Tea. Definitely. The frosting on our cupcake. Of course, I won't forget the sprinkles too. Cupcake won't be a cupcake without sprinkles. I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I made up my mind it must come to an end. Look at me now. Will I ever learn? I don't know how. But I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist you? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed you. Yes, I've been broken hearted. Blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go, Mamma Mia? Now I really know why I can never let you go. I've been angry inside and the things that you do. I can't come all the time, so I told you it through. All right. Now for the frosting on the chocolate cupcake. definitely. Everybody's gonna love chocolate cupcakes. Okay, definitely we're gonna put some chocolate sprinkles on. So I made up my mind, it must come to me. Look at will I ever learn? I don't know how. What is suddenly lose control? There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear. There we go. Jinuker93. Hi, welcome to the live stream. Okay. Mamang sorbete. Cute. Thank you, Jinuker93. Mamang sorbetero, anong ngalan mo? Tinda mong ice cream, gustong gusto ko. Init ng buhay, pinapawi mo. Sama ng noong nalilimutan ko. Mamang sorbetero, tayo sumayaw. Kalimbang mong hawa. Adele official. Connie, is that you? Yo, it's chocolate cupcake. Yeah, it's chocolate cupcake. I love eating chocolate cupcakes. So yeah, I've decided to pay tribute to my favorite childhood snack through a pastel portrait. Okay. And we just need to... just a bit, just for the chocolate. Chocolate. All right. Finished already with our cupcake. Yes, I knew it, Connie. It's you. It's a lovely chocolate cupcake. Okay. So, let's just finish the portrait. All right. And now, this live stream won't take too long because this is an oil pastel portrait. But anyways, I do love chocolate cupcakes. Just me 10A, amazing. Thank you. And now for the chocolate chips and the sprinkles. Okay. And then chocolate is my favorite. Yeah, me too. Oh. Maybe we'll try to use a bit of black for the sprinkles. Yeah, and we want to see the chips, so we're gonna draw some black dots. Each time I would come home from school, and then I would go to this bakery and then get me some chocolate cupcakes. Oh, definitely I won't miss the chocolate chips and the chocolate frosting and the chocolate sprinkles. So in tribute to my favorite snack, childhood snack, I've decided to draw the lovely chocolate cupcake. Only I am left here. Oh. There were some who who already went to see me do this live, but I think they have to leave because of some other businesses. But definitely, thanks for dropping by. They must be busy with some other endeavors, so most probably that might be the reason why. But anyways, thanks for dropping by my live stream. Anyways, tonight's drawing is just gonna be short and simple because I'm paying a tribute to the kids here in the Philippines, especially it's back to school season. And I decided to do oil pastel portraits for me to add some sprinkles. Oh yeah, sprinkles. Yeah. The chocolate cupcake that I ate has tons and tons of chocolate sprinkles. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna add more sprinkles. We want to make these sprinkles distinguished from the chocolate chips. Okay, there we go. Chocolate sprinkles. And then now I'm just gonna blend Wait a minute. Yeah, chocolate. And then what else? And yeah, they're already sprinkled. Okay, just added some more sprinkles and more chips on the cupcake. And now it's time for me to paint the floor. And let's blend it with the Casimir rubbing tool that I bought from the shop called Shopee. It's a Singapore-based online shopping platform for my fellow Southeast Asians to buy their needs and wants. So this rubbing tool here is something beneficial because it helped me a lot. I don't need to use my fingers anymore because it will make my fingers it's gonna cause me a bit more pain. Add some cream. Yes, yes, yes. I already did the frosting earlier. I also added some sprinkles and a mini chocolate bar on top. Just for me to be reminded of the childhood that I had, eating this scrumptious cupcake. And now for the shadow. And some black, of course. And one of those sticks looks like the candy cane. Oh yeah. Yeah, you mean the chocolate bar. Yeah. Okay. Mamang sorbetero, anong ngalan mo? Tinda mong ice cream, gustong gusto ko. Init ng buhay, pinapawi mo. Sama ng noong nalilimutan ko. Mamang sorbetero, tayo'y sumayaw. Kalimbang mong hawak, muling ikaw ay batang muntis sa'yo'y naghihintay. Bigyang ligaya ngayong tagaraw. Basta ng papawi. Korteng sorbetes na pisngilanin. Tanang talaga. Mamang sorbetero, tayo'y sumayaw. You have good drawing skills. How old are you? I'm in my 20s though. I'm in my 20s. And we'll just need to finalize everything before I say goodbye. 20s, within that age. 20s. I Okay. I'm within my 20s though. Okay, so but I prefer not to say how old I am, but I'm within the 20s age. There we go. And we just need to use my other rubbing tool to finalize the other parts of the cupcake. We cannot see the pattern of the frosting. Maybe this time it'll fine. Maybe now we can be more than just friends. Okay. Katie, you're here. Is that a cupcake? Yes, it is a cupcake. Okay. Yeah, that's a cupcake. A childhood classic that I grew up eating. And this is the first day of my live streams wherein I'll use oil pastels to draw some simple and quick drawings. Just me, 10A. Thank you so much for your kind remarks via the emojis. Thank you again. Well, we just need to finalize it for a bit. Because this is a cupcake. I ate red velvet cupcakes today, LOL. Oh, Katie, you're so fortunate. Maybe I'll try my best, hopefully, to get myself some cupcakes soon. But I rarely eat cupcakes on some occasions, like if there's a party or a wedding or a reunion. That's the perfect time that I would go have some cupcakes, or that's the only perfect time for me to have some cupcakes. But it so happened that I miss eating chocolate cupcakes that I decided to draw a chocolate cupcake. Well, is there anything else missing? Just me 10A. I never ate cupcakes. Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to eat one soon. But I'm telling you, the joy of eating cupcakes is really not joy beyond compare. And then I'll just put some more brown. Where's the other one? Use the white to blend. Oh, yeah. White. Okay. Just in some parts of the frosting. Okay. And then we will just we've just used the white to blend again the chocolate frosting. Of course, we want a very good chocolate frosting. We want a good frosting. And then some sprinkles. And then sprinkles here because they're chocolate sprinkles. And some chocolate chips. And then a chocolate chip and a sprinkle here. Looks so delicious. Yeah, it is indeed. Ah, yes. Some more sprinkles. Chips. let's just use the lighter brown to blend in. Okay, and here we go, everybody. So, wait, let's just okay, let's just adjust a bit so we can see the patterns of the frosting. And here we go, everybody. Will you be my friend? Of course. We can all be friends here. We're all friends here, no enemies. And here in my channel, friendship is magic. Well, just like My Little Pony. And finally, it's done. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first day of my series on drawing using oil pastels, I present to you my scrummy chocolate cupcake. Looks delicious, Ralphie. Thanks, Basamizu. So if you have some requests, I did post it here in my channel for you to like type or encode whatsoever you want me to draw next. So I'm gonna draw this drawing tomorrow, and this is a challenge for me for 7 days. So I'm gonna draw using oil pastels on some watercolor paper for 7 days, and for this first day, I drew the ever scrumptious chocolate cupcake. If you want to see more of my lovely creations, just don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on all of your notifications to see my wonderful creations. To everyone who joined my live stream, thank you so much for tuning in to Ralphy Draws, and I do hope I'll be able to meet you guys again for another fun-filled live stream. So this is Ralphy Draws saying God bless you all, stay safe, have a great day ahead, and to my fellow Filipinos, maraming salamat po sa inyong pong subaybay dito sa aking channel, Ralphy Draws. Saan pa ninyo na mas marami pa akong mga drawings na gagawin para sa inyo. Take care, God bless you all, stay safe. Bye everybody.